pay homage to the Buddha, fully enlightened. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Eight precepts or 5 precepts. Repeat after me. Ambande Hatengak samanakata Uposatha sila Dhammam yachami Anugraham gatawa Silam ditha Nipandi Dutiyampi Ahambande Tisraminasaha Acengak samanakata Uposatha silam Dhammam yachami Anugraham gatawa Silam ditha Nibandi Tatiyampi Ahambande Tisraminasaha Acengak samanakata Uposatha silam Dhammam yachami Anugraham gatawa Silam ditha Nibandi Yahavadami Tamadita.
Amavante.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Buddham saranam gacchami.
Buddham saranam gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi Tatiyampi Sangam Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Sangam Saranam Gacchami.
Tisarana Kamanam Vibhunam
Amavante
Anatipasta Anatipasta Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Adhinatana
Adhinatana
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Abrahmacharya
Abrahmacharya
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Musavada
Musavada
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Suramiraya
Suramiraya
Vichapamadatana
Vichapamadatana
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Vikala Bhojana
Vikara Bhojana
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Nitya
Nitya
Gita
Gita
Vadita
Adita
Vidukha
Vidukha
Dasana
Dasana
Malakanda
Malakanda
Vilepana
Vivetana
Dharana
Dharana
Nandana
Nandana
Vibhusanatana
Vibhusanatana
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Uchasayana
Uchasayana
Mahasayana
Mahasayana
Viramani
Veramani
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Tisaranena Saha Achinga Samanagata Uposata Sila Dhamma Sadhukam Katava Appamadena Samadhiha
Amavante.
Can you follow me? Okay. Have you ever taken steps in this way? No? Yes. Okay. So today is the first day of our meditation retreat. First of all, I would like to thank all of you in Korea for your invitation and warm welcome. The first day I arrived, it is very cold for me. But now, today it becomes warmer. I feel better today. Also, I would like to say I'm very glad to be in Korea And it is my very first time here. So on the first day, let me ask you one question. Have you ever had happy days in your life? Have you ever had happy days in your life? Okay, if you tell me yes, I want to ask you, what is the day you call happy day? Which days can be called a happy day? Maybe if we ask individually, so individually they will give different answers in each issue. Your happy day and half happy day may not be the same. But in the Angthong Nikaya, our Buddha explained about what is happy day. Do you want to know? So the Buddha said, whatever beings behave righteously, body conduct, righteously by body, righteously by speech, and righteously by mind. So in the morning, during the morning, if someone behaves bodily righteous action, during the morning, if someone behaves verbally righteous action and mentally righteous actions, that morning is called a happy morning. So during the morning, if we behave righteous actions, bodily, verbally, mentally, Buddha called that morning is a happy morning. So in the same way, at noon, whoever behaves bodily righteous action, verbally righteous action, mentally righteous action, so that noon is called happy noon. So in the same way for evening, now all of you, including me, so during the evening, we are going to do and we are doing bodily right actions, verbally right actions, and mentally right actions. Buddha called this evening, such type of evening is called happy evening. So today, on the first day of our meditation retreat, so now, after paying homage to the Buddha, we take 8 precepts. It means we are going to guard our bodily actions and our verbal actions too. Here I want to tell you a little bit more. Why does our Buddha teach Sila, Samadhi, Panya? So before asking all 3 Sila, Samadhi, Panya, let me ask, what is the purpose of practicing Sila? Is there anybody who can answer me? Because we are going to practice Sila, Samadhi, Panya. So we need to know what is the purpose of practicing Sila. Can you answer me?
It's to purify mind.
To purify mind. Do you agree with him? Agree. Many people nod their head. They agree with him. So in our country, in Myanmar also, I used to ask these questions. But many they say for the purity of mind. In the same way they answer. So the answer is the same with gentlemen. Even the scholar, those who are studying Pali texts, very thoroughly. If they are just studying the Pali texts, and they are not practicing meditation, that when I ask them this question also, they cannot answer correctly. So when I ask Myanmar local people, and when I ask the ordained persons too, they cannot answer me this correctly. If they don't know the purpose of practicing sila, so they cannot practice well the sila. Because of this reason, I have to correct every time I ask this question in Myanmar. Today also I am going to correct. Let me correct, because I have to guide, I have to show the right way of practicing sila. This is very basic, this is very foundation of the teaching of the Buddha. In our daily life, we act 3 actions, we do 3 actions. What are they? Can you tell me? I think you can answer. What are 3 actions that we are doing every day?
So first, speaking, and second, bodily action.
The action, the third one.
Third one is relationship with others. Relationship with others, other people.
This is also bodily and verbal action too. Okay? The third one is mental action. Right? So communicating with others, we communicate through mouth and through the body. That's why this is also bodily actions and verbal actions. So the third one is mental action. Okay? So in our daily life, we are doing 3 actions: bodily, verbally, mentally. All 3 actions. Now I will explain practically. So now you all take 8 precepts. So I will now talk about the 5 precepts. The first one is refraining from killing. Refraining from killing. Is it bodily actions or verbal actions?
No. Body action.
Yes, body action. So the second one, refraining from stealing. It is also bodily actions too. The third one is refraining from sexual misconduct. Okay, so now first one, second, third. All are only bodily actions. The fourth one, what is the fourth one? Refraining from telling lies. It is verbal action. So now you see body actions, verbal actions. Observing 5 precepts is to make the purity of bodily and verbal actions. So those who practice sila, those who observe 5 precepts, so they refrain from bodily wrong actions and verbally wrong actions. But mental wrong actions cannot be purified at that time. Practically, for example, when a mosquito bites, so you feel pain. So you want to kill. In your mind, you want to kill. And you remember, oh, I take precepts, I should not do, and then you don't do. So mentally, actions stay occur in your mind. Right? Yes. Because of this reason, practicing sila is just to purify bodily and verbal actions.
I have a question.
Yes.
Fifth precept, I think, is related to mental activity.
Fifth one is
Fifth one is
from drinking.
Yeah.
This is not mental. Actually, we drink Okay? Both bodily and
each action is connected with bodily activity, but it is related to mental activity, I think. When we draw, we can be greedy, we can be ready to become angry or ignorant.
Yes.
So fifth precept is related to mental activity, I think.
If you say in this way, all the precepts, first precept, second precept, also related to mental action. But killing, mentally, we cannot kill. So we kill because the mind instructs first, and then we kill bodily. So mental actions come first. So mental action is not killing. Only bodily we do, at that time it is killing. Okay? So that's why it is also related to mental actions. But cannot make the purity of mind. In our mind we want to kill sometimes. But if we don't kill bodily, it will not be killed. In the same way for others. You get? So because of this reason, practicing sila is just to purify 2 actions among 3. Okay? 2 actions among 3, bodily and non actions. So the more we practice sila, the more we come to know our bodily actions, our actions become purer and purer. So, but mental action is not yet pure, still dirty. People take video. Okay? People take video. Actors and actresses, they act in a play, in a movie, and they take video. Okay? Now, if we can take our mental video every day, okay? What is happening in our mind? If we can take video, can you show others that video? Okay? So difficult. Because mentally, all the time, we are thinking about this, we are thinking about that, we are planning this, we are planning that, sometimes very, very dirty. So because of this reason, we now know sila is just to purify bodily and verbal actions. So to make the purity of mind, Buddha teach another training. It is samadhi.
선자가 집중 수행입니다.
So the wise, a person who wants to do for the benefit of oneself, and the one who wants to be pure, just practicing sila is not satisfaction for him, because mentally still not pure. So the one who wants to make the purity of mind, just practicing sila, he doesn't satisfy with sila practice. So he still sees the impurity of mind. So they want to make the purity of their mind. So because of this reason, our Buddha taught samadhi to make the purity of mind. Now you know what is the purpose of practicing sila and what is the purpose of practicing samadhi. So in our country, in our Pa-Auk meditation center, not only local people, but also foreigners are practicing samadhi. So when they can develop concentration, such as anapanasati meditation, when they develop absorption concentration, if they enter for 1 hour, their mind becomes pure for 1 hour. If it is 2 hours, 3 hours, they are mind pure for 2 hours, 3 hours. But samatha can make the purity of mind temporarily only, not permanently. The one who is entering absorption jhana, strong concentration, for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it is pure for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. After you stop practicing, if you look there, if you look here, and wisely, greed, hatred, pride may arise again. Because of this reason, those who practice samadhi, those who can make the purity of mind, but they know it is temporary. They are not satisfied with samatha yet. They want to make the purity of mind completely. So samatha is not enough. Sila can make the purity of 2 actions. Samadhi can make the purity of mind, but not permanently. That those who want to make the purity of mind, for that reason, or those who want to make the purity of mind, Buddha taught the third training, Panya Vipassana. Okay, so because of this reason, we need to practice Sila, Samadhi, Panya, step by step. So without Sila, it is impossible to develop Samadhi. Without Samadhi, it is impossible to practice Vipassana. This is not my idea, this is the instructions of the Buddha. So Buddha says, it appears in the Anguttara Nikaya, in the Samyutta Nikaya, there is a sutta named concentration samadhi. So Buddha says, bhikkhus develop concentration. The one who is concentrated knows and sees things as they really are. In opposite, the one who is not concentrated, will he know and see things as they really are? So according to the instructions of the Buddha, the one who is not concentrated will not know, will not see things as they really are. Do you agree with Buddha? Okay? So concentration is very, very important. To know and see things as they really are. If I explain, maybe the whole night will not finish. So today I will stop more explanation. Now I will emphasize how to practice samadhi. Okay? I think many of you have practiced anapana meditation under the guidance of Khyalin Sunim. How many? Okay, so many are not yet. So you explain how to practice anapanasati systematically again. Those who have practiced, so listen again. You want to ask?
My question is, you said
Yes.
When we develop samadhi,
Yes.
we can see what it is.
Yes.
It means in some state we can see what it is, or after samadhi we develop panya. In panya state we can see what it is. My question.
Yes. After developing concentration, only after that, if we systematically practice, following the teaching of the Buddha, we can see as they really are. What are as they really are? They are ultimate mentality, materiality. No one can teach ultimate mentality, materiality except the Buddha. That's why after developing concentration, they need to penetrate the ultimate mentality and materiality as the real are. So what are ultimate mentality and materiality taught by the Buddha? We need to know what they are. Only then we have to practice them systematically. Only then we can know. So related to this question, I need to explain a little bit more related to this question. So Buddha said the one who is concentrated knows and sees things as they really are. The Buddha continued, what will you know and see things as they really are if you develop concentration? And he kept the answer about himself.
See things that really are. It means personal meditation or just analyze mentality.
The same thing I will explain. So now as I have quoted the words of the Buddha, Buddha continued, what will you know and see if you develop concentration? Buddha answered, you will know and see Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths, what are Four Noble Truths? I think you all know. So the Noble Truth of suffering, the first Noble Truth. The Noble Truth of origin of suffering, the second Noble Truth. And the Noble Truth of cessation of suffering, the third Noble Truth. The Noble Truth of the way leading to cessation of suffering, this is fourth Noble Truth. So what is the first Noble Truth? The Noble Truth of suffering, you know? Is there anybody who knows what is the first Noble Truth? So the first Noble Truth, the Noble Truth of suffering. So in the Mahasatipatthana and the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, so in there Buddha said, Sankhippena Panchuparane Kanda Dukkha. It means briefly 5 aggregates are called suffering. 5 aggregates, you know, materiality aggregate, feeling aggregate, perception aggregate, volitional aggregate, and consciousness aggregate. So Buddha said 5 khandha, 5 aggregates are called suffering. We can summarize it as 2 only. Material aggregate, it is rupa, material. The 4 mental aggregates are called mind. So materially and mind, only 2. So if we penetrate these 5 aggregates, we know the first Noble Truth. Or you all know, maybe you all know, what is the first knowledge of vipassana? The first knowledge of vipassana is the knowledge of discerning ultimate mentality and materiality. So that's why the one who is concentrated will know and see the first Noble Truth means he attained the first knowledge of vipassana. Okay? Now you see Noble Truth, the first Noble Truth. Penetrating the first Noble Truth is attaining the knowledge of first vipassana. So without concentration, we cannot know the first Noble Truth. So we cannot attain the first stage of vipassana jnana. So without concentration, Buddha didn't say we will know and see 4 Noble Truths. The second Noble Truth, the origin of suffering, the cause of suffering. So here, let me ask you one question. When did the suffering start? Individually. For example, for you start your life in this life. What was the first stage? And when did it start?
From what?
Yes, from starting point is your mother womb. Okay? The beginning stage of this life started in our mother womb. That's why the 5 aggregates start, or the suffering start in our mother womb. Okay, so the suffering started in our mother womb. So the cause of that suffering, where will it be? In this present life or in the past? How do you think? In the past. Yes, this is the teaching of the Buddha. So to know the first noble truth, we need to know the starting point of this present ultimate mentality and materiality. So to know the origin, the cause of suffering, we need to listen to the past. You know the origin of suffering, the second noble truth.
Yes.
The cause of suffering. To know the cause of suffering, we need to listen to the past. Listening to the past, it is nothing special. To know the second noble truth. So the object of vipassana, it is first noble truth and second noble truth. So only after penetrating the first noble truth and second noble truth, we can practically, systematically practice vipassana. So this is the teaching of the Buddha. Any question? Okay, so that's why you need to develop concentration. Buddha said the one who is concentrated will know the first noble truth, will know second noble truth, will know third noble truth, will know the fourth noble truth too. So knowing the first noble truth is attaining the first vipassana knowledge. Knowing, penetrating the second noble truth is attaining the second vipassana knowledge. It is the knowledge of discerning cause and effect. Okay, for that reason we need to develop concentration. Can I explain how to practice samadhi now? Okay. So the way of sitting, here Korean people, what is the way they like sitting, I don't know. But however, I want to suggest all of you to sit simple way. Not half lotus, not full lotus, just one is back, one is front, sit on the soft cushion. Sit on the soft cushion. Whatever it is, for example, this is your soft cushion. So behind that, if you put something high, maybe 2 fingerly or more than 2 fingerly high, if you sit something high, it will be better. You will be more comfortable. And keep your head straight, body straight. And then, when you start practice, close your eyes naturally. Aware the breath around here. Some it is clear on the upper lip, some it is clear somewhere around the nostril. That's for all of you. Better way is, when you start practice, just aware around here. Wherever you think, you can focus it. So I will give an example. For example, this is the place where the breath is touching. This is the breath. So when you breathe in, it touches here. Pass through without missing, it ends here. When you breathe out also, it touches here, it passes through without missing, and it ends here. This is the place you must focus the breath. Just from one point, without following inside, without following outside. Why do we need to focus from one point? Because Buddha said, one-pointed mind on one object produces concentration. One-pointed mind on one object produces concentration. Because of this reason, we need to focus from where it is touching. But our focusing, our meditation object is the breath. We focus the breath from where it is touching. Our focusing is, our meditation object is not the touch, but the breath only. So when you breathe in, no in, when you breathe out, no touch, must be natural. One thing I want to remind all of you, before you come here, also you are breathing. When you came here, when you are going to practice, also you are breathing. What is the difference before and now? Before you breathe, but heedlessly. Now you breathe heedfully. Only the difference is this. What I mean is not to breathe purposely, just to focus the breath that we are breathing all the time naturally. So when you breathe in, no in, when you breathe out, no out naturally. Another thing, wandering thoughts will arise. At that time, please don't follow, please don't pay attention to wandering thoughts. As quick as possible, focus back on breathing and out breath. Before I practice what we call vipassana, at that time, without developing, I have practiced vipassana. Whenever wandering thoughts arise, I have followed. Thinking, I have tried. But when we develop concentration, we should not do that thing. Just focus back on the in and out breath. This is proper way of practicing. So whenever wandering thoughts arise, just remind ourselves, now I am developing concentration. Buddha said, one-pointed mind is important. So if you follow wandering thoughts, there will be no one-pointed mind. You cannot develop concentration. So another thing is, after 20-30 minutes, you may feel pain or numb either left or right side of your knees. At that time, if it is a little bit, please ignore, just continue focus mindfully on the breath. So if our mindfulness is good, then the comfort of painful feeling will reduce slowly or may disappear finally. But sometimes because of the weakness of mindfulness, they become stronger. At that time you need to change your sitting position from cross-leg position to any posture you like to use. Slowly, mindfully on the breath. So this is the way we need to focus on the in and out breath. Another thing, walking, standing, lying, sitting, every posture, just focus on the breath, because do remember we are practicing second training samadhi.
然后就是concentration and samadhi.
Samadhi is Pali, concentration is English word the same.
Okay, concentration and samadhi. In Korea, we know full absorption is samadhi. So concentration,
full absorption is samadhi.
How can you understand concentration? Just concentration. Can you call it samadhi?
Because if we can focus on the object with one-pointed mind for a long time, at that time concentration has been developed. One-pointed mind also Buddha called samadhi.
Question is, just concentration is the process of to develop samadhi.
Concentration is?
He said just the process of to develop samadhi. To try.
Now I will tell you, I will explain a little bit more. One-pointed mind produces concentration. Okay? When we develop one-pointed mind, at the time it produces concentration. When concentration improves, one-pointed mind also very strong at the time. Depends on one-pointed mind, it produces concentration. Concentration is very deep and powerful.
And when you are practicing shouldn't it miss any time?
Yes.
So another question is
you must
between the point and then the object.
Object in and out. When we practice anapanasati, we need to train our mind to be with the in and out breath all the time. But initially, even to focus for 5 minutes may be difficult. But slowly, by training, we can increase focusing time on the object. If we have no interruption, it is the best. Initially, then maybe, but if you can quickly focus back on the object, it is not bad. On the breath day,
then you need the hard situation. It is difficult to find the touching point. Can you focus on the breath only?
the important thing is not the touch, the breath, not the breath. If you feel the breath, if you know the breath, just away from it. But for sure, if you know the breath, if you can focus the breath, there is a touch too.
Then she too much effort, some tension.
Yes.
How can you deal with it?
This is usual problem for those who practice Anapana. Almost all the meditation is doing it this way at a certain time because they want to improve. They put too much effort. So when we practice or when we do something, we want to be successful. Because of this feeling, sometimes we put too much effort. In meditation, we should not be this way. Just sit down comfortably, and relaxing your body and mind, and let's go everything. Make your mind calm first. Only then, aware the breath alone. You will feel somewhere. You will feel the breath somewhere. Just aware as it is. We need right attitude when we practice meditation. It is not to expect anything. Not to expect anything. Just consider how to focus on the breath naturally, continuously. Only then you will see the good result. If you want to see the good result, your mind inclined to the result. And you put too much effort because you want to see the good result. That's why you need right attitude.
그런 이유로 여러분 올라가는 타로가 필요합니다. Just right before she practiced a little bit, and that time she feel hardness from here. So at this point, she focus on this point.
When did she feel hardness?
Inside the nostril.
It is because we follow inside. Focus on the upper lip. Just focus on the upper lip. Please don't pay attention somewhere around the nostril. Change focus.
If she feels hardness inside the nostril, but she's question is can she focus on the hardness feeling?
Sure. If you pay attention to the hardness, it will not be anapana meditation. It will become four-areas meditation. If you feel the hardness, ignore. Just aware the breath or change focusing on the company. You need to discuss every day. Only then maybe I will suggest something. Any questions?
Sometimes the touching point is changeable. So okay.
It is okay. I suggest all of you, when you practice Anapana, sometime around here, somewhere you will feel the breath. Initially you focus here. After for some time you feel somewhere. Doesn't matter. If you are sure it is the breath, focus. Really it is not changing. Because as if it is changing again. Really it is not changing. In our mind it appears as if it is changing. So one important thing is you must be sure it is the breath. If it is the breath around here wherever, please focus. Any questions?
She feels when she practice, she feels she practice somewhere else in the air, not here.
It is also usual. When you can focus where at that time your body becomes light, like in the end. Don't worry and don't notice where you are. Just continue focus on the breath.
Should you find around you or just she can notice
Just to focus the breath. At that time you may not feel your feet, you may not feel your body, but you feel the breath. It is okay. The best thing is if we have only object in mind, that knowing the object. When we practice, we have object and mind and knowing the object. If there remain two things only, this is the best. If you don't feel the body, it is good. At that time somebody they feel frightened. Oh, where is my body? And they open their eyes and see that, or they see the body. So they should not be that.
Okay, next question.
No question.